one, I had gone and saw Detective Pikachu, and before I get into my thoughts on the game, leading up, uh, I am a Pokemon fan. I've been playing the game since it came out. What is it here in the U.S.? Probably 1997 or 98. I was like about 13, 14 at the time, and I saw I had watched some of the shows, episodes from the shows on the show, and then like when I heard that they're making a Pokemon movie, a live action Pokemon movie, but it's not going to be based on the main set of games, but on its one of the spin-offs of Detective Pikachu. I'm like, kind of have mixed feelings. It's like, because the reason for this is because I only saw maybe 3 Hollywood live action video game movies. Up to this point, it was like the Super Mario Brothers movie, and then the 2 Mortal Kombat movies. Now, the first Mortal Kombat, I thought, okay, it came maybe the closest of a good, stayed close to the games, but the other 2 were like, even back when I first saw them, like, okay, this sucks. And so, and then when I saw the trailers for the Detective Pikachu, I was like, this might be actually a good game, a good movie. And I was like, okay, please, please, please don't suck. And even when I went and they were waiting for the movie to start, I'm like, please don't be as bad as the Super Mario Brothers movie. And as I was watching, I'm like, okay, this is actually a good movie. It's not a excellent movie. I would rate it like a B or something. For if you haven't seen the trailers or anything, or what's the game that this movie is based on, it's basically it follows a guy named Tim who he had a dream to be a Pokemon trainer, but because of his mom's death and his dad focusing on work, he instead decided to drop that dream. Now works in something to do with insurance, and he gets a call saying, hey, something has happened to your dad, and so Tim goes over to the city where his dad lives, and it's a city where Pokemon, there's like no more, there's no Pokemon battles in this town. Pokemon aren't allowed in the Pokeballs. They have to roam free in the city. And as Tim is, collecting going through his dad's stuff in his apartment, he comes across his dad's Pokemon partner, which is a Pikachu, and he starts talking, but it turns out that Tim's the only one who can understand him, and now that kicks off, is like, but the thing is, the Pikachu has amnesia. He doesn't know who he really is, and he has a feeling that Tim's dad isn't really dead, so they then go on trying to figure out, you know, what happened and what caused Pikachu to have amnesia and try to figure out who he is, as well as kind of like finding what happened to Tim's dad, and then Lobster is like this big huge other mystery where is dealing with like this drug that is making Pokemon go into a rage. So they're kind of figuring that stuff out. And I have to say that actually is probably a good way to kind of a good story for the first Pokemon live action movie. Just to introduce, like, you know, especially for parents who don't know what haven't seen like this TV show or played any video games of Pokemon, and this would be a good kind of introduction, or people who have been dragged to this, in which I do kind of enjoy, because we're not following a trainer. It does good. The way they set it up is good to world building. We're playing like this average Joe who did have a trained by Pokemon trainer, but he ended up doing something else. I thought that was a good start, way to do this. Basically, saying that not everyone is going to be a Pokemon trainer, and I like how they kind of the mystery kind of well, and there are like two plot twists near the like I want to say about third of the movie. Well, one of the plot twists was something I kind of predict when I even back when I just saw the trailers. I'm like, oh, this is gonna happen. And then the other one, I honestly did not kind of see it coming. It's probably because I wasn't paying attention, but I have heard other people saying that they saw that plot twist coming. I'm like, I was probably not paying attention because I was focused on the visuals instead of this to actually spot this twist. And I'm not going to spoil what those twists are, in case those who haven't seen the movie. But I probably will talk about it once the movie goes on DVD and I actually do a proper review of it. But as the biggest thing I was kind of worried about was how they're going to do the Pokemon. I knew they were going to probably do more with in the CGI, and I do kind of wish they did kind of like puppetry like they did with Jurassic Park in the first movie, where it's like mostly animatronics, but I'm okay with it how they did with just CGI, and how they made it like it's still they look like what you expect from like the games and the anime, but they gave it kind of like a different design, a redesign to them. And I know some people are going to complain about it, it's like, oh, why did they have to do it? But this way, why can't they stay close to like the anime and or the video games? I'm like, I kind of like it this way. I know I was iffy when I saw the trailers when I saw them, but after seeing the movie, I'm like, okay, yeah, I like these designs. They actually blend in better and to the surroundings. I sometimes forget like their computer and CGI, and I honestly don't have much gripes about this. I mean, there was couple spot. It was like a couple spots where I don't care for the writing. It's like there was one moment where it's like Tim, he gets into the apartment, his dad's apartment building, and he went gone and checks his dad's mailbox. As he closes it, then like this news reporter intern comes down and does this thing like, oh, I've been waiting for whoever comes and opens that, and claims that so he wants to look into what has happened to Tim's dad. But I'm like, the whole moment is like who wrote this? Who did that? It's terrible. And there was like tiny moments of that, but that's like a little bit like near like, I think mostly near the beginning of it, like the first third of the movie. But there was like a couple times where I actually laughed, and I think it was because it was jokes that I could get because I was familiar with the games and the anime. It was like near the beginning, Tim's friend who's going to like move soon, and he's trying to convince Tim to get a Pokemon since Tim doesn't have one. And he's like, okay, let's get a Cubone. And Tim's like, you just, and the whole thing, reason why Tim's friend's like getting him to get a Cubone is because Cubone is, and if you look at the Pokedex of Cubone, it's a lonely Pokemon. And Tim's friends is saying that Tim's lonely. That's why they would make a great Cubone would be a good partner for him. Which I kind of laughed. I actually almost laughed out loud about that. But I was trying to hold back. And I kind of laughed at that because of the Poke entry. And then the second reason why I was laughing at that point was I actually could picture one of my friends doing that. It's like if I was in Tim's shoes, it's like, here's a Cubone. You two, great. I'm like, really? And then I laughed again. It's like with that one scene is that he's like, fine, I'll go catch it. And Tim's friend's like, and it's trying to get him important. It's like, you got to let them accept you as a trainer, which I thought, I never thought of that when playing the games. It's like, I'm just like, when I'm playing, I'm thinking, okay, I gotta weaken it. I throw the Pokeball before it faints. But I never stopped like, oh, it's gotta be kind of like a mutual type thing. That they want to come with you. Never thought. And then Tim's like, trying to talk to this Cubone. It's like no one can pull off wearing their dead mom's skull like you. And I'm laughing because, again, Poke entry where Cubone wears the skull of their dead mom. And that's why I'm like, I knew what was going to come is that Cubone was going to get insulted by that, and he's going to whip that guy's ass. Which did happen. I'm like, yep, called it. And now for those who are like more familiar with the Pokemon franchise, maybe with the anime or the games, there's some stuff that's real a little bit more with the anime that I found. There's actually two scenes that actually played the first opening of the English opening to the show. The first time was like they actually only had the score, and it was when the Tim goes into like this kind of like newsroom, and he was there was like someone important over there that he wanted talk to, and they have played the score of the opening, as they were like doing like filming some kind of announcement. I thought, okay, that's a cool throwback. And then the same time that they actually played that where the opening song pops up again, is actually Pikachu. There was a scene where there was a misunderstanding, and Pikachu is off by himself, and he's actually singing the song. I almost wanted to start singing with him, but unfortunately, the showing that I went to, there wasn't a whole lot of people, and they weren't into kind of cheering or really into oh my god, when I went and saw the My Hero Academia movie. So I was like trying to not nerd out so much throughout this movie, because besides me, there was like probably, I want to say 10 other people, and it was like parents who were with their kid, and I was probably the only one who was by myself without a kid. And if I actually start nerding out, they're like, either like, why are you doing this in a movie theater and stuff? So I'm like, can I nerd out? And there's not much I can say right now, because through my memory, I mean, then again, I have like zero complaints. Not very much complaints actually with the movie. But I was like kind of just wondering why there wasn't there like a whole lot of people in my showing. I figured either they were going to either go to a later showing or go on a different day, or they actually went. I saw this actually on the 11th, so I figure they either went on the opening the 10th, or they actually went to see it in 3D, which I didn't. I didn't get a chance. It's something I didn't want to see, so I figured check it out on initial. And I don't know if this is something that every movie theater is doing, or it's just the one that I went to. We got we received a Pokemon card, train card. And I'm not sure if they're just doing it for the opening weekend, or they're doing it while Detective Pikachu's in theaters. Let's see. And it... Okay. Actually, there are... Okay. I actually got two. One is a Detective Pikachu. It's like kind of hard to tell, because it's the hollow type card, and got a Charmander one, so yay. And let's see. And then and then we got like a little where you can go and shop for some merchandise along, as well as a little booklet that actually shows that where you can collect. There's actually different you can get different cards. Which is kind of cool. And then on the back, it's just advertisement, like, you know, the shows, the games, and then trading cards and stuff. Which, yeah, that was what was kind of questioning. Is like, I kind of, I was wondering ever since I got the cards, are they're going to be all the same, or are they, where there's different ones? So I'm kind of curious. For those who actually went and saw Pokemon, the Detective Pikachu actually got, I'm kind of curious if they actually got you they gave you the cards when you go see it. So I'm definitely going to buy this once it comes on DVD and show it to my nieces who are slowly getting into Pokemon. So see you next time.